What? Oh, we are live.
Okay.
Welcome to the show. This is the Late Show, Last Cup with Lou and Fred. Thanks, people. We appreciate you jumping on.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
But as we get this
for
show
being
going,
here.
once we get
This
one
applause
guest
is
at
for you.
least, I'm going to go ahead. I know it's probably late, so hopefully we get at least one guest tonight. If not, you can always watch this later, folks. No problem.
A little earlier for my brother.
We love you guys. We love everyone. So we had a really, really good day. But before we get into our day, I'm going to go ahead and hit you guys with the...
Hey, this is Car Guy Coffee. First things first, everybody. Forgive, focus, fly. That's where we hit it. And we begin.
No, you know what? It's missing.
What?
Yeah, what the heck happened?
There's
So anyway,
a great
folks,
video that's coming
yes,
your way.
before, as we're talking right now, and we're going to talk about our day really quick. Lou, how did this day start, man? Tell everybody. Don't give them names. Don't spill too many beans. But what did we do first thing today?
First
things first.
First things first is I forgave, focus, and flew to the pet groomer to drop off Toby, who nearly has his entire coat shaved off. It's pretty hilarious to look at.
That's awesome.
But he got a big summer cut, so he looks, like 50, 60 pounds lighter. But dropped him off there, shot over to Fred's house, got lined up, headphones on, microphone rocking, and we had ourselves a fun cup of coffee and a conversation with some true solutionaries that are brewing solutions for people in some ways that you don't know, simply because you don't know. And smart people and passionate people are making things happen in the background that we had the chance to interview, and we're basically giving the car guys and car gals that do get the chance to brew of that episode the opportunity to see behind the veil on some really, really key things that's going on in the market and opportunities for you and to help people just to do things. It's literally the way of the future, the way of the future. It's the way of the future, the way of the future. It's really some wow, mind-boggling stuff. I was very humbled to even be in the room because it's when you're with somebody that's real. I mean, I don't say that lightly. When you're with somebody that's really, really smart and really, really knows what they're talking about, it makes you kind of find a place to measure how you can retrieve what it is that they're pouring into you.
Yes.
And he was giving some really great stuff. And I was like in the inside saying, Lou, don't fail. Don't fail picking up what it is that he's depositing. He's giving you some good stuff, and you're actually making a good connection with some good people that are trying to do good things. And it was a very humbling experience, very deep. Hopefully you guys understand where I'm going with that. But it was fun that we had the chance to interview some gentlemen that are truly pioneers and solutionaries. And that's how we started our day on a podcast. And we had a great conversation with them. Learned some fun stuff. And man, you got to get you some of that. I can't wait for you guys to get it. And it might be delayed. Some of the stuff that they gave you, like there's some stuff you got to get permission to say, even inside of the Car Guy Coffee podcast.
We're not going to spill too many beans about them too, but man, they are very innovative, very future thinking people, and the way they think and their thought process, the way they can do everything from, the way they set their goals up into the way that they process their day. Man, very, very interesting. It's a cool way, it's like the whole thought of the left side of the brain, right side of the brain. And so it's like, let's say I'm a right side brain and I got to talk today with a left side brain person. So it was really neat to be able to connect those two worlds together and then make one brain that worked extremely well. So man, was a good time this morning. And then we went to work and crushed the day, like always.
Great day.
We not only do we do a podcast and we do these cool little quick brews and and great news sessions and the whole nine, we do, trying to inspire people, inspire ourselves and our families and things like that. But we are also car guys. I'll go to work and we actually help people there, and we solve transportation problems every single day.
Yeah, the jump box isn't just a thing that we talk about inside of our show as a segment or a session. It's something that we'll carry to a car if a salesperson needs the help. So we're very real time, real life, doing our thing on the lot, and at the same time helping you
car guys.
Try to be connected to people that are doing great things, because by no means are we saying we're the source. No, we're just saying we're brewing with some really great people. You know what I mean?
Speaking of great people, Lou, not to cut you off, this week's brew that's out right now, if you all didn't listen to it, we dropped it on Monday. It is the Cargal Coffee Special Edition, the 5th volume of our Rise of the Solutionary series. Wow. We had Cargal Coffee. So anyway, what a great time that was. The episode, the very first one we dropped, is the 5-liner. And the 5-liner was with three wonderful ladies, very intelligent ladies, 3 solutionaries that brought so much information for you, for us, for everybody to share, for young entrepreneurs, for young hustlers, for young car sales, for young people who just want to live better lives. They brought a great message. The 5-liner shows you and talks about their journey, about their purpose, about why they do things, who inspired them. Man, it's a book in itself. You all need to check it out as soon as possible.
Yeah, when's the last time that the average person, or even some people at your own lot, you don't have the opportunity to sit down and have a conversation with your dealer about the things that they're concerned about and the things that they're really at heart getting ready to do? If you had that opportunity in that ear for a moment, you would value that. Well, I'm telling you, you got 3 women that are doing things to improve their entire community, while simultaneously being mothers, wives, friends, daughters, you know what I mean? And so, I mean, solutionaries all alike, and finding a way to make sure that they are the mortar, putting together the brick that is the foundation of a community beyond just a dealership. And they actually are doing that. And you have the opportunity to just listen to them and hear them laugh about it the whole time. You know what I mean? It's not about,
man, it was so much fun.
So many times people feel like the dealer, you just can't really talk to them. Every vendor's trying to get a hold of them, and the salesperson feels like they don't have something important enough to mess with them and talk to them about. Where the dealer is a person just like you, just like me, and they want to, at the end of the day, help people. They want to help people have with their livelihoods, with their jobs. They want to help people with the product that they're selling. And these ladies do a great job of doing it. And again, I can only consider how a mother does all of these things. But I come from a great breed of mother who is an absolute master in her craft. And these ladies are closers, along with being entrepreneurs, along with being dealers, and I'm excited about it. Tony Lopez, Theo, that's my uncle.
Hello.
That's my uncle. What up, Theo? What's up? Thank you for complimenting the show. Man,
familia.
Mr. Man was just talking about how his family reached out to him on a thing that he was doing, and look at that. It's happening to me right now. Tony, what's up, man? We're talking about some cool stuff. Tell us what you want us to talk about. Tony, you got a question? Ask us a question. Because I can still put together that list if you're ready to buy some of this wholesale stuff.
No doubt about it. Seriously. Let's try this video really quick. Let me see if this even works. If this not, I might cut it out. This doesn't look right. I don't remember that being in there, but let's see what this is. Let's see. And what's going on, everyone? And welcome to our show. Let's hit it. That's horrible.
That's not the video.
That was like something else. Delete.
But Tony, what's up?
Yeah, man.
Welcome. I just watched again. My cousin Stephanie, his daughter, she reposted her tasering. So she was an MP, and so you have to get tasered
to see how it feels. Yeah.
and there was a video that just got put out of it, and you see the whole thing stuff and it drop down, and I feel it every time I look at it. It's like, holy cannolis! Oh my gosh, I can only imagine. That's insane. But yeah, I was just
That does
taking a
sound.
sniff.
That doesn't.
So where are you at, Tony? Right now, where are you at? Are you in Florida? Are you in the? I mean, are you here? Where are you at?
I'm not a bounce. Maybe he'll message here in a moment. I'm sure.
Okay.
So
Well,
everybody,
thank you.
everybody out there, we have a lot of things going on right now. And then tonight we got to interview another gentleman, and this guy he's the real deal too. He's a car guy that's been doing it for a long time. He has reached out to other branches of the car business, and he's actually has a product that does more than just a car business. It's a really great product. And I don't want to spill the beans. We're going to talk about that later, but man, it was a lot of fun, man. I felt like I grew a lot today. I learned a lot today. I got to share a lot today, and then also soak in a lot what people were sharing. So what a good day. And then work was a good day. So being at work with the guys, we're all masked up, but we're helping customers and we're helping solve some transportation. Oh, there he is. We're helping solve some transportation. Yes, New Jersey car dealership. That's right.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey,
Get
Jersey.
it. Yeah, for sure. Jersey is definitely a mecca of car sales. Jersey, New York. There's a lot of great car people that come from that area, and I've kind of networked with
Tony
them.
too.
Yeah,
and go chill with El Patron.
That's right. Get you all together. We all have a nice little slice of pie, and you know what I'm saying. So, Volkswagen Mitsubishi dealership. Oh, crushing it, getting that game going. Yes.
Hello. Okay.
Very nice. Oh, here we go. So now we're gonna go ahead and intro the show.
That's awesome. I started at a Mitsu lot.
3, 2,
Car Guy Coffee.
Let's brew.
Let's go.
That's right. And we're back.
What did you guys think about that? Wasn't that fun? Man, you definitely want to do some fun stuff after watching something like that, and especially maybe trying like a TikTok.
I think it just shows how much fun Lou and I have had. As much fun as that looks like, we do put some work in, guys. It's no joke.
Yeah, it takes work being this.
All that stuff, even putting that video together,
takes some effort together.
Freestyle, one take video, but it still was done pretty. It takes practice. It took me a long time to get to have those skills.
It took us a lot of time to put together that footage.
Yeah,
that footage is an assembly of some great fun stuff that we've been doing, and always just putting the camera in front of us and just jamming out. I remember that piece because I didn't have that phone yet that we did out there, and I was like, I remember this shot. I need to get this shot. The running from the cup, and then getting that and being out there, and it's so awesome that you had that
down in Orlando.
I completely
that was cool.
Forgot about that.
That was a good time. That was the first time we really kind of spread our wings a little bit with the Car Guy Coffee podcast down there, and it was after the show's already been out. So that
was also the first time that we interviewed somebody outside of our circle. Of
when we
friends. We brought somebody from the outside.
Smart way to pay from Green Bay.
Smart way to pay from Green Bay, man.
Yeah.
Grinky.
That's right. We did that. We did that on Skype. That was the first time we tried something. Man, it was a little
horrible.
But the internet service there at the hotel was not good either.
It was horrible.
It was bad. So it didn't really help. And then so we had to redo it and reshoot it over at
we shot it again fantastically. It came together really great. That conversation we had that day was a great conversation.
Yeah.
Don't get that twisted. The way that we got to capture it, we really learned a lesson that day. Yes. But we picked it up out of a blunder.
Yeah. I mean, man. It's going to be cool to sit back one day and talk about all the shows. And
like today.
I guess. I mean, this last series that we just did was so much fun. And, it's so cool it's sad to come to an end with the Rise Solutionaries. I don't think it's ever going to come to an end because really it's maybe not be the series, but everyone that comes on the show.
That was just the alarm, man. That's just when we hit the alarm.
Right.
It said Solutionaries rise.
Rise up.
It is time to take the world to the land of solutions. And we called that before all of this crazy stuff started going down. We already said that we were pointing people towards the land of solutions because that's kind of what we were brewing at heart. We're so glad that
weird how everything just kind of came together this way, folks.
To be available, the Car Guy and the Subprime Hero. Now understand, you're a car guy.
Yeah.
If you're listening to the show and you brew Car Guy coffee and you're a solutionary, you're a car guy. And you know what?
That right.
You don't need to be prejudiced about who it is that you help.
Nope.
So you can definitely, inside of your sphere in your world, can be a subprime hero to help those that actually need help. And that is the subprime hero.
Yes.
And yeah, I am
Hi,
the
folks.
car guy. And that's what it is that I am to the people that are knowing of what it is that I have access to. I have access to cars and a way to funnel them to you. He has ways to getting you a loan. And you know what? That kind of works out when you're trying to buy things. So you are that too for the customer that you're trying to help. So make sure that you see yourself as that people see you as the car guy in their life. You know what I mean? Anybody, I know one person that was brewing solutions on the rise of the solutionaries. And it was, let's taking it back to Justin during his actual time. He recalls there being a neighbor of his that purchased a vehicle and he didn't know until you saw the temp tag. Everybody loves that, right? When you see your family member show up to Thanksgiving and they got a temp tag on their car.
From a completely different dealership.
What?
Not even someone you know.
Yeah. So
some
with
random
that,
stranger.
Justin Jarrett ran into that situation with his neighbor. Nobody likes that. But you learn a lesson from it, right?
It's horrible.
So inside of the sphere of influence that you have in the world, car guys and car gals, you need to be the car guy. And if you actually need to find a way to get a loan, you need to make sure that you are a subprime hero. Why? Because that is definite evidence that you are a person that is constantly forgive, focus, and flying.
What?
And that approach life with a mindset that says, I always have to hashtag keep growing.
Swag.
Get you some of that
Car Guy Coffee.
So now
Store.
making this bridge into understanding that there is some really cool stuff available for you, like one of these.
Or two of those. There's nothing, you can't really just drink one. It's nothing better than drinking a cup of coffee with a friend and having a conversation.
It's hard to say cheers if you don't have two cups.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Just like that. What's really neat though, swag. Swag. Not trying to promo our stuff, guys. Listen.
But we are. This is our show.
It is.
Just
And
so
you know, it's a revolution, guys. We're trying to get everybody to get involved. It's not about buying the stuff. It's about just getting the message out there so people can see and hear
solutions. This is what I want people to find solutionaries and say to themselves. They say, what is it that you're on? How come you're always so excited? How come you're always so pumped up? How come you're always so upshifted? How come you're always so uplifted? How come you're always brewing solutions? And you want to say, well, I'm drinking Car Guy coffee, or I'm getting some on the Car Guy Coffee podcast. Get you some. That's it. That's what we want you to say. That's what we want you to feel at heart, that we are talking about the things that literally get your heart racing with excitement to do what it is that you do great.
Boom.
What is Theo saying?
He said, later, dude. But before that,
he said 10th largest market.
He said 10th largest market. I want to
see Karina Bradley.
Their talk, seeing her pretty face.
Who is that, Theo?
Is that somebody we should have on our show?
Is it somebody?
And if it is, send her a message and say, check out the Car Guy Coffee podcast. We definitely would love to listen to what she has to say, because we definitely always think that everyone's opinion is important, especially somebody that has a great opinion and a good voice.
But I love you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Dude,
no doubt. Best of luck.
Love you. Say,
forget about it.
Love you, Theo. Enjoy a piece of pizza for me and a bagel.
Yes.
Hey, can you freeze me a pie? Seriously, can you freeze me a pie? Just cheese, and send it to me. If there's some good pizza over there, I'm serious. I am dead serious. Please, that'd be great.
Serious.
Put it in the freezer bag. Ship it FedEx. We'll be
boom, boom.
Bada bing, bada boom. I'll be so excited.
Send to the cafe. I'll make sure
Send it to the cafe. We'll share pizza. I mean, it'll be on the show. We will show that pizza on the show.
No doubt.
Oh, thank you. If you said yes, I hope you did.
I hope you did too, because I want a piece of that pie.
Yeah, get you a piece of that pie.
So,
but
that being
back
said,
to solutionaries and getting your piece of the pie. There is another piece of this last session that we had of the 5-liner with the ladies that is coming out on YouTube. Now, if you didn't get the chance to actually listen to
it's so good.
when watch the episode of just watching them laugh, it's one thing to hear it. It's another thing to actually see them crack up and have some fun and really just cut up and have a good time. And it's seeing anybody smile is always uplifting inside of one way or another, right?
Yeah.
So get you some of that. It's coming out. It's going to be available today. You need to make sure that you set aside a little bit of time. But if you didn't watch it yet, go to YouTube, subscribe, share.
Yes.
Let people know.
Make sure
that you like what it is that you see and that they can get something from it. If you ever had a good meal at a restaurant, if you've ever had,
I dropped the hair, guys. It was starting to get headache.
You need to get the guitar out. That's what you need to do.
They don't want to see me play guitar.
I mean, they just need to see you holding the guitar. It would all match.
It would right now. I got the Levi jean shirt on right now. Tattoo. What's up, brother? Want me to play that guitar over there? I'll plug a string or two.
Guitar.
But no.
Coffee.
Uh-oh.
So,
says, but yeah, okay, I got you. I got it. NYC pizza.
See, yes,
there it is.
Woo!
Whee! You got your wish.
Like I told you guys, you got to speak it, believe it, and receive it.
The only way that you get something is if you ask for it.
There it is.
You never know what you can get unless you ask for it.
Trust right now, we got Car Guy coffee in our hands.
That's right.
So you need to get you some.
Get you some.
Get you some of that.
But for real, guys.
Thank you, Tio. See?
It was cool. I mean, what a cool thing that,
I remember
to be able to come on a show like this, drop this, and then you can have him come on here, talk to you, give you some love, and then send you a piece of pie.
Hey, everybody needs a good slice, right?
I do right now. I'm hungry all of a sudden, dude.
Yeah.
Got me thinking about pizza.
I'm over here looking at this PermaShield logo. Almost looks like a slice of pizza.
Yeah, it probably was a slice of pizza. And then they were like, it's
a shield.
They're eating pizza and they're like, you know what? Tires should not go flat.
No, they shouldn't.
But anyway, no, man, what a great day today was. I hope everybody out there, all you solutionaries out there, all you car guys and car gals out there, I hope you all had a great day like we did. Just remember, no matter how bad the day was, there's somewhere that you could find the light. And there was something good today, or something you could have learned from, something that you could have shared, something that you can reflect back at later down the road and laugh about. Okay, so never ever think that it's the worst thing that could ever happen to me. Because literally, I mean, I'm going to tell a quick story. Today, I had a customer that called me, and they're like, it was a situation where we sold them a vehicle, and it just didn't work out in funding. It was bad, and it sucked because they were really good people. And it made you feel really bad because you're like, man, you want to help them so bad, but every avenue that you can exhaust was exhausted. It was gone. It was like, man. So normally, for usage of a vehicle, we have this, there's a little fee, you got to re-detail car. In this case, I wasn't even going to charge them that because I felt so bad. So I was like, man, it was nothing they did wrong. It was nothing we did wrong. It was just circumstantial things that happened. Right. So time goes by. It's been about 2-3 months, and it seemed like a bad situation. They seemed like they were really mad at us at the time, but at the same time, I sit down, I talk to them as a subprime hero, and I explain the situation. I calm them down. Of course, I tell them whenever the situation arises again, we will take care of you, and you'll get an amazing deal. Blah 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 blah. And this is not blah 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 blah. Really, I shouldn't say it that way because I mean it. It's truth. But I just kept going on about stuff like that. Well, today they called today, and he in the old deal folder, I have a dead deal stack. I don't get rid of it. This way we have everything on file for whatever was signed or whatever. They call me and they say, hey, man, I left the title to my trade-in that we took back and I need it. And I was like, oh, man, good news is I keep a dead deal stack. So if I do have your title, it's in that. It's going to be in the folder still. So I said, man, and immediately I went to, hey, I remember his name. It was because I felt so bad. And I'm not going to say it now, but I call him, I tell him, hey, I really feel bad about the situation. I'm I'm hoping that from that something good happened. Hopefully it was probably for the best because I'm a lot of times things like this are. And he goes, oh my God, it was. He goes, actually, it was actually the best thing that could have happened. So just so you guys know, no matter how bad it is, it could be like, man, this really sucks right now. There was a reason why that happened, and you're going to learn something from it, and something good can happen. Like, of course, that the pandemic just happened. Lost a job. They couldn't afford that vehicle. It would have been really bad for them. It was already tight when they bought it, right? So it was like, okay, so now he doesn't have to do that. He has a vehicle that the trade-in he took. They're driving that currently. So until he gets back on his feet, he couldn't afford a vehicle anyway. So, wow, how crazy is that? So actually, he's not mad anymore, and he's actually thankful that that happened. I still feel bad. You know, I lost a car deal. But I also, you know, I thought I lost a customer, but, you know, of course I treated them with respect. I never told a lie to them. I always was straight up with them. And in the end, they thanked me for it. You know, I didn't need to be thanked for it.
Day. Made a good relationship with the person.
Yeah.
That's what we ultimately want to do, right? Is make sure that we make a good connection with people.
For real though.
And that's
yeah, we made multiple good connections and man,
Cheers.
Honestly, 1%, guys, happened. I think today was like, to me, I felt like 10%. That's pretty strong. It's pretty strong, man. I got put 10 days.
1% is the minimum, right?
Minimum. That's what I say.
It's the minimum. You can go big. 1% is good. Is actually doing something, but you definitely want to go for the most growth possible. Why?
Yeah.
Because show them again, Fred.
You must
flash them that. Keep growing. Magical. It's great.
I'm just gonna stand here and keep trying like this. It's a cool shirt, guys. It's my design. It was really simple, obviously. I mean, I can't come up with anything fancy, but look at that. It grows. It keeps getting bigger, right?
Ding, 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 ding.
Just came up. It was like the first thing I did, and I was like, you know, it's very simple, very good. I was like, but I love it. That's
exactly what,
because keep growing is
saying,
that simple.
What we're trying to say.
It's a very simple thing, but you must do it because, man, unless you're growing, seriously, guys, your life is just not. It's not fun, and it's really going to just end up feeling like regretful later. You're going to feel like, man, I wish I would have, wish I could have. You could have the whole time. You just didn't, you know? So make sure you guys don't feel that way. Don't feel like that about yesterday. You know, even thinking about, man, yesterday, if I would have, remember those times you've ever thought of something you should have done, would have probably took you 2 hours. And then you're like, man, that's 2 hours. And then 6 hours goes by and you go, man, I should have just done those 2 hours. Now that would have been done. I do that. I used to do that. Don't really do it too much anymore. I don't really have time for that. But definitely back in the day when I was younger, man, there were so many days that went by. And I regret that still to this day. And I'm trying to make sure I eliminate all those days. I don't want to have another day that I could sit back and go, man, I regret doing that. Then I don't. You know, I want to be like, maybe, oh, man, I should have done it differently. But I don't want to regret that I did it. Didn't, you know, but that's part of, you know, never failing and learning. I can keep going on with philosophy, man. I got to stop. So anyway, Lou,
I don't know what you mean.
It's just crazy, you know. It's,
and I'm not by no means. There's only so many people that are watching right now, but there's so many people that will benefit from you just going ahead and dropping whatever realness you got on your heart. So if you got to say it, say it. It's just us. A lot of times we're giving the microphone to many other people to pour out what's inside of them. Yeah. And that's ultimately what we are trying to do. We're trying to pop that actual well and fountain that's inside of them that will spring forward something in everybody else, and everybody can reap from that well. So when we get the opportunity to do so, we're trying to pour into other people.
Yep.
And we're now not getting as much of an opportunity to rock the mic and fully express an entire idea or feeling.
But we do take advantage of the mic when we get it, though.
Oh yeah,
they were MCs, bro.
Definitely mic hogs.
Sucker MCs. They call me sire. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't care where it is, though, and you know, enough of you will attest that. Give me the mic. Give me the mic. Let's go. I'll spit a rhyme. I'll even try to sing a song. I will not do well at the singing of a song, but I am okay at rocking the mic. And I'm not trying to get a rap contract. And I never thought that. For those of you that think
Speaking of that, not to cut you off, Lou, we're going to drop a rap for our show.
We're going to drop one.
It's happening. Lou's going to.
It's going to be fun.
He's going to flow the whole song. I might just jump on the hook. I might throw one little.
You know what an MC does, right? An MC moves the crowd. So the entire purpose of our flow is going to make sure that you get moving. That's right. And you get grooving, and you get up shifting, and you get uplifting. You get that car guy coffee in you, and you go ahead and spread it to the rest of your crew. See, we're going to have us a good old time, and maybe we will write some rhymes.
That's right.
We will hashtag keep growing, and it'll keep getting fat all of the time.
What?
It'll keep getting big, bigger, and grow. That's just how we flow. Brewing solutions.
That's right.
Uh-oh. I might mess up the flow.
That's okay.
But I'm going to focus, fly.
What?
And keep on the ride.
What?
Car gals, and car guys, get you some of the brew tonight.
What?
Here we go.
That's right.
Just keeping the flow.
Oh,
I ain't even got a beat.
whoa.
And I'm almost stuck to the seat.
Whoa.
We've been here all night, but I still feel all right because I got that car guy coffee. That's right.
That's right.
And it's good and it's smooth. Car guy coffee.
And if you want to make a millie, you got to be seriously silly.
Car guy coffee. Seriously silly.
If you want to make a millie. So
want to make a million.
Millie. So
I don't even know.
No, man, it's been really cool because
we are going to make a song.
I'm really excited that the Rise of Solutionaries, with Melissa, Michelle, and Brittany. I mean, the car gals were amazing. I honestly, it was the best way to close out that series, but to open up new doors to new connections. So, man, what a way to go with them. And I'm so honored to have them on. I'm so honored to have them as guests, as fans, as friends, as mentors, as everything that they can be, they are. And I appreciate you ladies so much for that. I know that you had as much fun as we did. And I hope that the next time that we see each other, that we get to have,
and they're doing great things, man. I love the pictures of
they're crushing the game
of them helping customers out.
I saw that.
People that are excited. I mean, it's so exciting to see our friends being successful. I think that's the magical thing about social media.
It's fun,
is that you get to see great things happening to people that you care to see great things happening about. And again, they are smiling the entire time and having fun. And it is always uplifting for us to even just know that we get the chance to be somebody that brings some encouragement to you so that you can pour that into the rest of your community, because you guys are doing great, but it's fun. And there's more to come.
For real.
You know what I mean? We're just getting started.
This is
just beginning.
It's only just begun.
It's only just begun.
So no, really, it was a lot of fun. The everything. I'm looking forward. If like Lou was saying earlier, if you haven't seen the video on YouTube, go check it out. The YouTube video of all of us talking, you can just not just hear the laughing, but you could see how we were laughing. You could see. You
got to see Fred's jacket.
Oh yeah,
it was a pretty.
If y'all didn't see that, it's
pretty great jacket.
I was looking fly. I was feeling very patriotic. I was feeling it that day.
He was definitely feeling like a star.
Check it out. You'll know what we mean by that. There's 2 parts. The second part is it releasing today? So that is what we're talking about. Check it out. YouTube. Subscribe, and before you watch it, subscribe is what they would say in this video.
Give it a like, give it a share.
Share it with
Let people know that we are Brewing Solutions.
Share it for them, not for us.
They
share
deserve
for them
to be heard about what it is that they are pouring out for you all to get. Let them know that you support them. Subscribe and share it.
There's so many other people who are starting in the business that have goals and aspirations to become an owner one day, that they can listen to this and hear how they did it. And it may give them something that'll drive them to the next level, give them something to sit for, somebody that they can maybe connect with on social media and learn. I mean, I'm going to tell you, these ladies are not scared to share their secrets. They're not secrets.
They're literally laid out inside of the podcast for you to listen to. These are people that are doing very good things, and you always learn how to do good things from people that are doing good things.
Like he said, good things.
Brew with the right beans, you're good.
I don't know if you know this.
Seriously simple as well as seriously silly.
They also are good things, in case he didn't say that.
Good things.
Good things.
It's a good thing, by the stairs over there.
Things. But we talked about we were going to come on here tonight and do it for 15 minutes. 35 minutes later. But that is the beauty of and I don't know if that makes it seem like that maybe we love what we do, because we do, guys.
We do. What our guests do say is that we do love talking, but our guests also do say that they love how we keep it mixed up and how much fun they have.
Yeah.
And we value it. So we cannot tell you how much that blesses our heart just to know that you feel it and you get it and you're having a good time, because we don't want you to come here and be bored and be like any type of BS type of part of your day. You know what I mean? There's enough BS inside of your day you got to deal with, whether it's work.
What does BS mean?
whatever.
Brewing solutions? Because it needs to be more BS in it then.
Yes, then you definitely need BS.
You need some more BS,
you need some
my
BS
friend.
in your life.
So
you need to be brewing solutions. I like that. I like that.
They tell you don't need any BS.
You need a bunch of BS.
You need a
in your
ton
life.
of that.
Get you some.
Brewing Solutions, Car Guy Coffee Podcast. So, today, man, to cap off my day at work, though, I would say my team today, if you're watching or if you watch this later, I want to say thank you. You worked really hard today, especially at the end of the day when it seemed like everything was done and you just kept pulling credit apps and you kept getting people to, do it the right way. Once again, I want to explain. We wear masks. We have shields. We use phones. We do everything we can. And then we negotiate the deal. And then, but that being said, way to grind it out, way to keep bringing it, way to, educate customers on how to purchase a car the right way. I appreciate you guys, man. You guys crushed it. And man, it means a lot to me because I was, like I said in my video earlier, I don't like leaving with, it's like leaving with zero almost. One's okay. It's an excuse to say, okay, we didn't fail, but it doesn't feel like you're doing well, and being able to do 3, man, meant a lot, so that's what I got to say about that. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Honor you guys. And I can't wait to see you guys. So take care of yourself. And take care of me. I got that rock star look right now. I feel it.
If you guys need to feel comfortable or what we like to
right
say,
now.
and I am a Kinja. Woo! Do you want to be swaggy in your mask? Well, go check out our TikTok, where we got swaggy in our mask.
We did get
swaggy in our mask.
Swag.
We had a good time in our mask, guys. Seriously, talking to somebody with this is different.
I saw that video you did earlier. Lou, tip.
It was different.
Paint
it was different.
Paint a smile on that bad
fun.
boy.
But it was fun because I got to say, hey, guess what, guys? I am smiling underneath this thing, and I am way better at showing off my smile. But right now, for your safety, I'm just gonna have to work with yours. So what do you got? And they're and they're all chuckle, laugh. It was a good time, and it broke the ice. But it is weird for me to not have my smile on because, well, one, my mother paid enough for it. You know what I'm saying? And she's always told me that, I paid enough for that smile. You better smile. And that's something that I've been intentional with trying to put out to the rest of the world, because usually I almost look like I'm ticked off. I usually look like this, but really I'm smiling. You know what I mean? Or I can't see.
Is that a smile?
Yeah, that looks like it hurts, right?
That looks like
your smile.
What's you doing over there, boy?
Your smile is the best thing that you get to put on.
Crushes deals for me every time.
Putting it in front of people.
It goes like
It's
this.
strange to me, but I'm overcoming.
Folks, do you want to buy the car? And then you just go like this. They're gonna say yes. No, the smile is a very powerful tool. Like, we talk about it even, but that's the thing, if we preach about it and we talk about when you're talking on the phone, smile, even when you're talking on the phone, because they can hear and see it through the phone.
I promise.
They feel it, and it works with that. I've been wearing masks probably a little bit more than Lou because I do most of the signing at the dealership. So when I've been signing, I've had to wear the mask. And so it has been uncomfortable. It's almost hard to project your voice. So you almost have to talk louder, and it almost feels like you're over talking. So you're like, oh my God, I don't want to do that. But what I've come to find is that most people, believe it or not, when you're wearing that, they know when you're smiling. I could tell because they smile.
Yeah, they see the eyes. See,
right. So I try to portray that.
Says it's a real
I portray I guess for me, it really, gets like that. But
it's like when I'm in the mascot outfit and like I'm posing with people, I'm smiling inside of the mascot.
Oh, I'm sure you are. You don't even have to.
They're like,
take a picture. You don't.
They're like, I'm smiling, cheese, and they're like, you're not in it. Or like I'm taking the picture of you, like I'm sitting there, like I'm taking a picture of you, and it's like, cheese, just smile, because like a mom that's cheese.
I could tell you could tell Lou's comedic influence would be big time. Eddie Murphy. There's no doubt.
Oh my goodness.
Based off the way he just did that, to me,
love it.
A lot. Exactly. Eddie Murphy is one. I could tell by his mannerisms. That is a lot. But I love Eddie Murphy too, so I get it. Bro, I watched every one of them comedy stand-ups. I've seen his movies.
I would have to say that is a good pin. He is definitely my biggest comedic influence.
You can just see it. The way he just did that. I mean, that's That's
Sherman.
So, but who wasn't influenced by him, especially in our age group, man?
Every great comedian right now has been, and then Richard Pryor. You know what I mean? Richard Pryor was pretty funny. He's kind of my raw
his influence, though.
Approach to truth is kind of a Richard Pryor sensible conversation.
Definitely, and he was very talk about an innovator. During his time, he was doing stuff that people were like, shouldn't do that right now. Though he should have had every right to do anything he wanted to do, right? So, but it was different times back then, man, and it wasn't that long ago, and that's what's so scary.
It was not.
And it's still pretty scary what's going on in today's world with the way some places are. I don't even want to talk about that. So, anyway, people, car guys, and solutionaries.
Let me make something clear out there. We do believe that there are people that are solutionaries. Is it a word that we invented? No, but it is a word that we are trying to patent.
That is our word.
We're working on that. I do recall the first time that I heard the word, and that was from another incredible man that is brewing solutions inside of this entire world. Chris Valentin, he had an entire series speaking about solutionaries doing great things inside of their community, and that's where I heard the word. It's not a word. It's not a word. So let's try to make it a word, and let's try to make it something. But at heart of it, it really affected me as far as in my heart.
That's a shirt too. Anyway,
yes, heck yeah, it is.
But we're working on trying to make that our thing. And it's everyone's thing. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, as in like we want to spread that out there. We want to make sure that when you think of us, you're thinking of that word too. You know what I mean? Because that's what we want to. What this whole series was about. That's what our whole mission is about between me and Lou. We're trying to be solutionaries in every situation we have, whether it be home life, work life.
We're giving honor where honor is due.
Absolutely.
It's actually the name of the message is New Covenant Solutionaries. It's what it is.
I love it.
He's a pastor out in Redding, California, with Bethel Church, right there with Bill Johnson, and he is a solutionary himself. And man, do they do some things! They've transformed their community out there, and it's incredible to.
It's incredible
just to hear them, but we ultimately say there's a rise of the solution. If they're in Reading, they can be inside of Michigan. They can be inside of wherever it is that a solutionary wants to rise. They can rise up, and we're encouraging you all to be recognizing that they have risen. They're already up. It's already been done. The solutionaries are rising at the moment around you. So get ready for some great things to happen, and you might be one of them. Let me see, trying to find how he defined it.
It's a great word. And I think that it's not just a word though, to me. And what I mean by that, it's like, you can say solutionary and it's just, you can write it, you can do all this stuff, but it doesn't even have to be a word. It's really just here. It's what you do. It's who you are. And lifestyle, even so, like it's kind of like, when you're a type of person who likes to help other people, when you're a type of person who doesn't look at the problem and that's all you focus on a way to fix it instead of what it is, because whatever it is what it is. And I hate saying that, but it is, find a solution for it, because that is where the positivity comes from. That's where innovation comes into play. That's where growth comes into play. When you're stuck on this, here's this problem, nothing ever happens. It's like when people are sitting there looking at a hole in the ground, they just, what do you want to do? I don't know. What you want to do about this hole? What you want to do? I don't know what we do about this hole, right? Instead, and then you have these other people over here. Oh man, that hole over there, we can make it bigger. We can fill it in with water, turn it into a pond. They think of the bright side of what can happen there. They think of what they can use that for. Or they could think, hey, we just get some dirt over here and fill it in. We have a ton extra. Whatever it is, they come up with a solution instead of sitting there going, and they're done with it and they move on. And now they're bored. Now they're looking for something else to solutionify. So
solutionify.
What?
Whoa.
Right. So, it's just a way of thought, and it's a way to motivate. It's a way to make you think. You don't have to be naturally a solutionary. You don't have to be a natural one. You can want to be.
I think that people inherently are solutionaries.
No, I agree.
You know what I mean? You had to eventually figure out you can't crap on yourself.
There's probleminaries out there too.
Oh, there are definitely problem percolators that are perpetrating all over the people, and what it takes is people that are not intimidated, I guess, or shied back from those that are percolating problems, and they don't worry about that type of percolation, and they focus on how to brew a solution. They go ahead and turn on the heat. They understand that there's going to be a grind in order to get the beans ready. Yep. They understand that there also has to be a way that you filter out what it is that you don't want, and then you apply the right good quality H2O to brew a solid heated cup of Car Guy coffee. Yep. That is what is the elixir of the solution brewer that you all can be. And that is a solutionary. Those that are trying to make sure that they're investing wisdom into the community and actually finding a way to solve problems. It's very easy to just be smart. It's another thing to be wise. And I believe that the time that we're coming out of right now, yeah, I do. I just switch. You need to make sure that you're definitely letting people pour into you good quality stuff, because it's very easy to get some bad brew, and it's just so as cautious as you're being to make sure you don't get a sickness. Make sure that you don't inherit a sickness in the mind that it keeps you crippled from being able to actually take in the knowledge that you need to take in. You know, if you're getting the information, make sure that you do something with it. It's your responsibility. And I'm not lecturing anybody. I am a dad, and you know, I would say the same thing to you all as I would say to my kids. You know, take care of what it is that you get, and make sure that you do good with what you're given. And then after that, you must live up to the level of knowledge you've attained. So if you've learned something, you better put it into action, you know, and you would expect the same thing for all of you that are managers. You teach somebody something one time, you might be the guy that gets ticked off if they don't know how to do it right away. I know that I have worked in my career on trying to give a little more grace and a little more rope for people to catch up and for people to learn it, because not everybody talks and moves as quick as I do. And I've been in the South, so everybody wants to ease up a little bit in different areas. But I know Fred too. I know Fred, if he explains something 3 times, something might get thrown.
I'm done.
You know, so you got to be careful. You know what I mean? As far as how it is that you handle, brewing solutions. You know what I mean? So we all got to improve on that. I remember doing those personality tests, and they're like, these are the things that you need to focus on. You probably need to listen a little closer, look into somebody's eyes when you're talking to them a little deeper, even if you're not interested, because what you probably project is how uninterested you are. And you know what I learned how to do?
I know, I got really good at that. I've been married for freaking. Oh, I'm just kidding. I was a joke. I love it. I could have a whole conversation and hear a word, and I look like I did though. I'm just kidding. That's not true at all. Obviously, in order to stay married as long as I have, I've actually become a very good listener. She has taught me and actually helped me. She's one of the biggest reasons why I'm as good as at what I do, because she helps me focus on that kind of stuff, understanding to be truthful with people. My wife is the most honest person I know, completely 100% just honest. Just never once. I can't tell you a time I've ever caught her in 20 years almost a lie. Not once. And that teaches me something very, very valuable, especially when time goes by, when you know somebody like that. And as time goes by, there's no doubt ever. There's like, you just know that is something that is so valuable to people. So when you could think of somebody as like, hey, I could ask them a question, I know I'm going to get the answer. I mean, has she ever done something like, hey, how's the shirt look? And she goes, hey, it looks good. Maybe that was a lie, but I'm talking about like truth. You know what I mean? like, you know, like where you been, where, you know, what are you going to go do? You know, that type of stuff. Not that I ever have to. Trust me, Fred's
totally the guy.
Where
you been?
I'm not a jealous dude.
What you doing?
Anybody who knows me, with? She could say I'm gonna go on vacation to California for a whole week, and I'd be like, babe, have a great time. You know, you need some extra spending cash, because she deserves that kind of stuff. And you know, you don't deserve somebody that calls you every freaking 10-20 minutes asking you, what's going on? Where you at?
What you doing?
What is that? I've heard people that do that. I'm like, why? I said, dude, why are you married then?
Who you with?
So that being said, not to get into marriage stuff because that's not what we do. But if you guys need help, trust us, we both can give you some help on that.
Yeah.
We've
Come over.
definitely been through it, and we've very fortunate to have two extremely amazing women that we can call our not just our spouses, but like our best friends. So
Definitely my better half.
Yeah,
my better half.
Yeah, no doubt, she is. So, and I'm very fortunate to have the same thing. But yeah, no, I guess we should probably jump off here. It's kind of getting late.
Yeah,
And
wow.
we got to move on.
50 minutes.
We did 50 minutes
so,
of spitting
end of
bars.
the story, folks. Just make sure that you go check out our YouTube page, like it, subscribe to it,
Please do.
share.
Sure.
But make sure that you're sharing, for the right reasons. If you're sharing for the wrong reasons, just share it with a nice little thumbs up and a like. Say nice things because these ladies are really worth you listening to. And you should be honored that you have the opportunity to hear from them, pour out some really cool, fun stuff.
Man, once again,
it's
you need to listen to it.
Very valuable. But the next part's coming
everywhere.
out. It's coming out.
It's coming out. We'll be back again Thursday night.
So make sure you get that brew.
Thursday night we'll be back. We'll probably get on a little bit earlier. I'm hoping probably before midnight. We're gonna get on here. We're gonna be dropping the last part of our brew with them. And man, once again, honored, ladies. Car gals, you are amazing. I love all three of y'all. Look forward to seeing y'all again. Hopefully sooner than later. Look forward to talking to y'all again, and keep doing what you're doing.
And make sure forgive, focus, fly.
You know what I'm saying? Keep growing, folks.
Get you some.
And one more time before we get out of here, I want you guys to enjoy a little. Laters. Hope you guys like that. That's a cool video.
Fun.
Watch it. We just sat back and we just so you guys
put it on again.
We're gonna do it one more time because it is that good. Get you some, folks. Y'all have a good night. We love you guys. We appreciate your all's everybody who's watching this. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great night.
Like,
keep growing. Life is great.
Thank
Trust
you.
and believe.
God is good.